Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome back after the 3-day weekend, and happy Easter to everyone. Um, let's just jump in. Nothing crazy with the outside markets today. Crude's down about $1 a barrel. Everything else is somewhat steady overall, so not a huge effect there as of now. Crude was up early last night, and then you know ran down before it even going to bed last night. So just not sure what to do there. You've seen some back and forth here about Trump saying he could have the war over here by Tuesday, based on some negotiations and things, but people are reluctant to believe those things at this point, because we know that they will say what they need to try to make negotiations go well. So not a lot of impact there today. So here's December corn. Not a kind of what it was expected after getting the information from the report. It hasn't been super weak, but it certainly hasn't had any strength to it either. Any strength we've gotten has been sold, including this would be last Wednesday, this would be last Thursday's action. Can't really seem to get above these moving averages. Haven't even been able to get back to the trend line, which would be something I would actually expect it to do. And maybe it'll be able to accomplish that this week, but it doesn't look great right now. Um, I would have thought that maybe would have been able to happen on this day in the middle of the week last week after having this negative day and finding support, but weren't able to do it. So resistance will be the 5-day, which it was Thursday as well, it was in the overnight. This is overnight action. This is Thursday action. I messed that up. So this swing high is a nice one to watch here of 486 and 3/4 from last Thursday. If we can get above that, we do maybe then have a chance to come back up to this trend line, which today would put you somewhere around the low 490s like we talked about last week. This swing low is obviously the one to watch for support, sitting at 476. Break that and you're going to come down to the 50% retracement of this whole move up around 472, 471 and 7/8. This doesn't look great to me for old crop. New crop and old crop are going to start to make a separation. So this is new crop we're looking at, but looked at the old crop chart a little bit yesterday and last night, and just doesn't look good, and probably shouldn't with the way the fundamentals are right now. It's not the one that's going to struggle with the fertilizer and expect acres and those question marks, right? It's dealing with supply and demand, and how much can we move right now versus how much we have, and we have a lot right now still. So stocks are high. So that's an issue for old crop, and could continue to be one unless we get some real weather this summer. So in the short, resistance today is going to be the 5-day first at 482 and 5/8. Second will be that swing high from last Thursday at 486 and 3/4. Support will be the overnight low of 477 and 3/4, and then the swing low from last Wednesday of 476, with a target of around 471 and 7/8 to the downside. So it has to continue to be bearish in the short term here. We are dipping below the 50 mark on the RSI, which if we can't hold that today, could put us in a path to go down into oversold. All right, moving into soybeans. This is stronger again. We were lower to start the night off last night, but then have been able to hold on. You can see we've just had a really nice strength here, just a nice little range after this big down move. So hard to know on this one what the expectations are. Obviously stocks and all those things are a little bit better shape. So we'll just look at just got to watch price, right? And right now price is trying to hang in there. We still have this really nice day here for swing high and swing low that you can watch for longer term type market movement. So today though, overnight low 1149 3/4. That's going to be the spot to watch in the short term. Then this swing low of 1140 is really the significant one as to are we going to start another significant downtrend after making this high. Swing high here on this is 1164. Still got to be bearish in the short term until we can take out that high. So if you can take out today's low, first target's going to be the 20-day, the blue line, 1145 and 7/8. Then watching this swing low of 1140, and we still have a target down here. we've broken this before, but the 38% retracement of this whole move at 1129, 50% retracement 1114 and 7/8, and then 62% retracement of $11. So those are going to be the places to the downside to watch unless we can take out this swing high of 1164. Then we'll be going back up and challenging these highs. So nothing special down here. Kind of got poked below the 50 mark, but then we've been able to hold on to it here. Bigger volume days are the up days, so that's something to pay attention to. But again, just got to watch price action. It's a market that just is really undecided right now and not sure what direction it wants to go to. So need to have it choose that direction by closing above, this swing high or this swing low on this day. So, all right, we'll keep it there. We'll watch the action today and see where we go. Have a great day.